Welcome back after the opening Bennetts British Superbike Championship race of the weekend, the eBay Sprint Race here at Thruxton. Soaring temperatures here in Hampshire, and it was win number 6 for McCann Yamaha, Jason O'Halloran. Jason, earlier on you set an incredible lap for qualifying, and you were able to hold the pace throughout the race. Talk us through it, because it was a bit hectic at the start, wasn't it? Glenn was definitely giving you a bit of a nudge around in the first few corners, but you managed to get out a little bit in front, and then it was a case of trying to keep the gap over the other Yamahas.
Yeah, it was a bit of deja vu at the start of the race. I think Glenn did the same thing last year, wanting to get in front and set the pace, but I wanted to lead. Didn't really know how fast to go. In hindsight, probably should have went a bit faster in the first half of the race, but you never know what the tyre's going to do at the end. Felt constant the whole way through, just watched the pit board, seen a little gap around the middle of the race, and then it come down at the end, and then the last 2 laps had about 0.3 again. So yeah, just done my thing, learn a few bits for tomorrow, so I think we can improve again tomorrow, and yeah, see how it goes. But super hot race out there, and to be fair, the pace was really, fairly probably faster than last year, even in the hot conditions, so it was good.
And were you quite surprised by that?
Yeah, to be honest, I knew after qualifying that we'd have a reasonable pace, but you never know how much the tyre's going to drop, and I just sort of set the pace that I wanted to from the start, didn't go too mad, and was pretty much able to hold that the whole way. So bike felt good. I think we can improve in a couple of areas, but overall really happy, and 6th win of the year, which is great, and another 1-2 for McCann Yamaha. So yeah, really good day.
Finishing second in the opening Bennetts British Superbike Championship race of the weekend for McCann Yamaha, Taron Mackenzie. Taron, there was a fantastic race between you and Brad, elbows out between the pair of you throughout most of the race, and it came down to the last corner and the drag to the line, 0.03 of a second separating you. I know you had some banter between the pair of you coming back in here, but talk us through that last lap and how the race went for you.
Yeah, I didn't get the best of starts really. I was stuck behind Hickey for a few laps. I saw Brad got by and kind of chased Jason down. And then when I caught the Jason and Brad, I was just happy sitting there really. To begin with, me and Brad were pretty much matched everywhere. Jason was able to pull a little bit of a gap towards sort of like Sector 2, Sector 3 area, but other than that, we were quite matched really. So we're all pretty much on the same bikes, and when it's hot like this, no one's got a real advantage. So when I saw the gap went up to Hickey behind, I thought, all right, try and make a move on Brad now and see if I can push on towards Jason. And then me and Brad got into a bit of a battle. But even when we were passing each other, maybe losing a little bit of time, but we weren't really losing a lot to Jason. We could always seem to kind of catch him back in certain areas. So I think that probably give us both confidence for tomorrow in the longer race. So yeah, Jason rode a mega race, leading pretty much every lap, setting a great pace, and hopefully with 5 laps longer we can carry that run on. And yeah, close at the end, battling right down to the last chicane, and it's not often you can out-drag someone to the line here. So yeah, happy to have another McCann Yamaha 1-2, carrying on that streak, and hopefully can have more success tomorrow.
You're starting to make a bit of a habit of those last lap dashes to the line, aren't you, after Brands Hatch as well? We'll see you again tomorrow, Taron.
Thank you.
Back on the podium for Rich Energy OMG Racing Yamaha, Bradley Ray. Brad, and as I was saying to Taron, it was an incredible battle all race long between the pair of you, and no holds barred in some cases, clean but fair. But it came down to the last lap, the last corner, and it was incredible. You had the lead coming into club, and he got you on the drag to the line. How was the race for you? And you seem to have picked up the pace over race distance compared to qualifying. Was that your strategy all throughout the weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all weekend I've seemed to have fairly good race pace. I done a long run in FP2 yesterday. Managed to save the tyre quite well and have a good lap time at the end. So I knew that if I was patient at the start, I'd be able to be there at the end. Qualifying was a little bit of a disappointment because I felt like I could have had a front row start or a little bit further up. But no, overall, happy with the pace. I was happy to just sit behind Jason, to be honest. Obviously caught him out, got through Glenn and Hickey, and managed to just sit behind him for a while. My plan was to make a move the last couple of laps because I felt I was able to do that into maybe T3 or the last corner. But yeah, me and Taz got into a little bit of a battle the last few laps, which let Jason get away. But tried to make a move on Taz, made it stick, but just didn't have the tyre at the end to drag me to the line. But I'm just blaming that on the extra 15 kilos I've got compared to him. But no, overall happy to be back on the box. Rich Energy OMG bike's working well, so looking forward to tomorrow.
And How much did you enjoy the last few laps of that race?
It's brilliant. Yeah, I love battling. That's all part of race. It's obviously nice to lead a race and go off at the front, but it's nice to get the elbows out every now and again and fight for a podium. So yeah, super happy.